do you handle doing like reviews, and if you do get like a bad review or someone doesn't like it, or how do you handle some of that criticism? So that's why it's a tough question.
I haven't. I'm lucky enough that I haven't gotten one yet, but that's because only reviews I've gotten are ARC reviews, and I'm lucky enough that they've all been very positive. Except the first one I got was 4 stars, and the 2 semi-criticisms, one was totally valid, but I did do it on purpose, was that it does end in a spoiler alert. It does end in a cliffhanger. Well, kind of. I have the epilogue there, and the epilogue is then a massive, oh shit. And again, I do that on purpose, and it's because some of my favorite books and book endings end in an oh shit moment. Like, I just love that. So I'm so sorry. What was the question? I just went on a
just like about criticism and getting
criticism.
negative. Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a criticism I got, or it wasn't even phrased necessarily as a criticism, but I was like, that's valid. And then another complaint was that there wasn't a lot of like cyberpunk jargon, and that my book is it's very realistically written, like all of the terms and things are for present day. But I actually did that very strongly on purpose because it's meant to be kind of post-apocalyptic world that very well could happen in 50 plus years. So I wrote it in mind with, if these climate disasters continued in this way, and if our AI continued in this way, and then this could happen, and then we're stuck with this world. So that was valid, that, you know, if you're really into cyberpunk, there is a lot of that kind of kitschy, I think it's a little cheesy personally, even though I do love cyberpunks. I think some of it's a little cheesy, but I don't have that in my book. It's written to the modern day. So I haven't gotten any actual negative feedback. I don't know how I'm going to take it. I'm as delicate as a flower, let me tell you.
Well, I just always, I've been talking to quite a few people about the criticism part. And my thing is like, as long as it's constructive, I'll probably be fine. Like, because obviously not everyone's going to like it. The ones that you just have to forget about, and I get this a lot on YouTube, but you just have to if the ones that just say something mean because they just do. Like, I had a comment recently on a video, they were like, you move your hands too much. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Like, you know, so it's that, like, as long as it's constructive, I'm all about it, you know?
Gosh, they're probably going to be like, she rocks her chair too much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just have to just ignore it. I'm like, whatever. It's like, you're not adding anything to this, so I'm just going to pretend it didn't happen.
Right. Yeah. Yes. I think when there's I'm all about compliment sandwiches. You know, if you start off with the positive and then give me a criticism and then end with a positive, I will handle anything. And that was the best when I had some beta readers who were very good about, you know, giving positive. And then even when there was negatives, it was often framed as kind of like a question in a way, like, are they supposed to be doing this? Because yada, yada, yada. And it's like, no, they're not. Pointing out things like that. So I definitely did get my taste of it with beta readers, but even then I was able to take it, but I did have to override my first instinct of being defensive. Just that natural, like, well, no, it's
yeah.
So
when I've occasionally done like book reviews on the YouTube channel, and I don't do them as much anymore because I'm a pretty slow reader. So like, it's just not as conducive for me anyways. But one of the things I do with my reviews, I try to keep it where I do like 5 good things and 5 things I didn't like. Because and those things I didn't like might be small things, but so even if you read a bad book or a bad movie or whatever, there's still good. Like, there's still some good things about it. Nothing is ever like completely all bad. There's still something good there. And then same thing with like even the classics, like, you know, Lord of the Rings and the things like Harry Potter that are generally regarded as just like everybody loves it. Well, they're still not perfect. So there's some things that you can say, well, I didn't really like this part, you know? But I also tried to do that too, kind of like what you're saying, like the compliment sandwich of like, I don't want to ever just like trash a book. Like that's just not my personality. So I want to find something that's good about it, and vice versa. With one that I really like, I still want to find something like, well, this could have been a little better.